Sagittarius, how are you? Let's do a reading for your current energies. As always, please just take what works, sleep what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. So I appreciate each and every one of you being a part of my channel. If you appreciate what I do here, hit that like button. Yep, blink right there. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff really makes a difference to my channel. And I'd love to see my channel continue to grow. So, here we go. All right, let's see what the next 7 to 10 days looks like for all of my Saggies moving forward. Grateful, thankful for the messages for my Sagittarians. All right, you ready? First card out for you is the Hermit reversed. All right, so there's a need for you to kind of open up and come out of your shell. If some of you have been spending a lot of time alone, maybe it's time for you to get yourself out there, meet people, see people, do things. You know, you don't even have to do it with people. I got this idea, maybe you just go to like an art museum or some kind of craft show or just do something. I just feel as if some of you Sagittarians really need to get out there. And intuitively, I think you know that you need to put yourself out there, especially if you want to meet someone. Now, we also have here above you the Five of Pentacles coming up reverse again. This is feeling very alone, not having enough, not feeling like you're worthy. But here, intuitively, I think you know that what you need to do is to get yourself out there. I mean, why are you so alone? Is it because you are choosing not to go out? Is it because you are choosing not to engage and you don't want to run into other people? I just feel as if it's really time for you to really get yourself out there and enjoy yourself, all right? And that's not a bad energy, all right? Sometimes we've got to push ourselves to get out of our comfort zone. You know, it's very easy to stay home and mope and this and that, but I'm feeling like this energy really wants you to go out. For whatever reason, you may meet someone, you may run into something, you might come upon an opportunity, you know, but you're not going to have any shifts and changes sitting at home. So get yourself out there, Sagittarius. It'd be really good for you. Now, in your recent past, we do have the Justice card coming up, you know, so maybe you were dealing with some legal issues and you just don't want to talk about it. Maybe that's why you're not going out. Maybe you got divorced. Maybe, you know, there's just something that happened, you know, that you just don't want to talk about it, all right? That's good. I get it, you know, but that doesn't mean, you know, you need to lock yourself up forever. I really feel like you got to get yourself out there, especially if you want to feel good about yourself, all right? Because this is also an energy around, you know, treating yourself, you know, well and being very fair and balanced and, you know, that good stuff. So, yeah, you know, whatever it was that recently happened in the past, you know, it kind of shut you down a little bit. But I think now it's time for you to really, you know, like I said earlier, come out. You know, now at the base of what's going on, we do have this King of Wands upside down. So maybe this is an energy of somebody who you were involved with. You're ashamed that you were involved with them. You're no longer married to them. Whatever it is, this energy around this King of Wands, you know, the fact that it comes up reverse, Sagittarius, and this could be you, all right, you know, because it is a fire sign. But I feel as if it's somebody who you were involved with, who I think you put a lot of faith and a lot of trust into this person, that what they said they were going to do, they were really going to come through. But I think you started to see that their intentions weren't all on the up and up, and they weren't more about you, they were more about them. A selfish kind of energy is what I'm getting with this. And I feel like if this is somebody who, you know, you've been dealing with, you know, and you just don't know how to let them know that you don't feel good about it. I mean, you know, this is a card of being fair and just. You know, maybe you're not happy with the way this person has been treating you, and maybe it's time for you to say something, okay? Because that could also be the other message that's coming through. There's this need for you to open up, to get yourself out there, say what you got to say, right, Sag? Now, here in your future position, we do have the Two of Swords coming up reversed, all right? So I think you're a little confused as to what your next options are, what your next steps are, you know? And I think your intuition is really kind of pointing out what you need to be doing. Now, whether or not you want to listen to what your intuition is saying is another story. So I feel as if there is this strong inclination for you to really make some decisions and to make some shifts and changes. Now, the energy around you is like, can you do this? All right. So I feel like, you know, you've been sitting with this for quite a while here. Here we do have the Four of Cups. This man is in meditation, really kind of contemplating, you know, everything that's happened to them and, you know, what their next moves are going to be. I think you were hurt by this person, all right? I feel as if, you know, there was somebody who, you know, did a little bit of damage to you and you need to do some damage control. You know, it did leave you feeling weak. You know, maybe, you know, they destabilized you on some level. Maybe this happened at work. Maybe this happened at home. But I feel it left you feeling like you had no footing, no ground. When the Strength card comes up reverse, it's like, you know, you just don't feel like you have what it takes, you know, to make the next shifts and the next changes. But, you know, when we see the Strength card come out, it is really about you taking the time to rest, all right? And we have this Four of Swords also coming out for you. And I feel as if, you know, you need to process what just happened, all right? If maybe recently you went to court, you got a divorce, or maybe you just came through this lawsuit, whatever it is, now it's time for you to really kind of let it digest so that you can replenish your batteries, gain some strength, gain some perspective, and feel good about yourself again, you know, because here, you know, you were happy. What happened? You know, how did we go from being happy to now being divorced? How did we go from, you know, having it all to, you know, now we don't have anything? So I feel as if, you know, this is a very important energy for you, Sagittarius, moving forward. And I feel as if, you know, you need to put the fire behind you. And I think you need to find your power. I think you need to find your ground. I think you need to really stand in who you truly are. Now, if this is a work situation, you may be going up some really, you know, big energies, because I do have this Emperor card here as well. You know, so when I see the Emperor card, this is somebody who's got a lot of power, a lot of authority. You know, they probably had this over you, you know, kind of thing. But now with this destabilization and this shift and this change, you know, you find yourself going, now what do I do? You know, it's all over. It's done. And now I have to pick myself up. And I think, Sagittarius, this gives you a clean slate. And in giving you a clean slate, you can now, you know, design the life that you want. Really kind of move in a direction that is more in line. Build some good, solid structures for yourself to feel good again. So I'm really going to encourage you this week, Sagittarius, to get the rest you need, to get the space and time you need to really process what just has recently happened in your life with this energy, and move on. And, you know, here intuitively, you know what you need to be doing next. And like I said earlier, it's about whether or not you want to listen to it and really follow through on what your intuition wants you to do. Because I feel a little bit of resistance. It's like you just don't want to pick up the pieces and move on and act like nothing ever happened. It did happen, you know, and you need to really process that. And there's no harm in you taking the time and taking the space that you need in order to do that. So this week, you know, this is about you, Sagittarius. This is about you taking the time you need. And, you know, and it's okay to feel the feels, all right? You know, your feelings are very valid, how you feel, whether it's good or bad, indifferent, alone, not alone. I mean, all of these things, they're very real feelings and you need to really deal with them. You know, so give yourself that time and that space, all right? And if you're feeling a little worn out and down and out, that's okay. You know, you don't have to make it a big, you know, week filled with a lot of, you know, activities and a lot of appointments and things like that. Take this week to just kind of chill and process, and I think you're going to feel a lot better by the end of it. All right, so that's what I've got for you, Sagittarius. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. I appreciate you all. Hit that like button, and I'll see you later. Bye now.